It's been 6 months since I've posted on YouTube. Crazy. I have this whole video that I'm in the middle of editing right now to update you guys on why I've been MIA. I guess like a comeback to YouTube video. I'm 3 shots of espresso deep. As I was saying, yeah. Did I say this already? I don't know. Is there something on my shirt? I can't. Oh, that is part of the shirt. Wow. It'd be like the Q&A upload first, then the comeback. But that's me, that's my life. That's how I do it. That's the Forbidden Kitten way. Get used to it. Anyways, let's get started. Y'all sent me questions on Twitter, on Instagram, I don't know where I got this accent, on Snapchat. So let's get into it. I feel like I'm like making an audition tape for The Real World or like The Bachelor or something, just so y'all know. My real name's Janelle, because yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys just because I don't think a lot of y'all know that. It's just most of y'all call me Forbidden Kitten every time I run into you at an event, which I don't mind. I love it. Which I guess could lead me to the first question I will be answering. How did I get the name Forbidden Kitten? So let's rewind to the MySpace days. I was one of those sing kids that was on MySpace and had a shit ton of friends and whatnot. Yeah. My sophomore year of high school, I had a good friend. He like kind of had a crush on me. I can put him on blast because I mean we don't talk. I don't even know what the hell, where the hell he is, who he is, yeah. I've been obsessed with cats my whole life, and one day we're messing around, you know, joking like, oh, like what would your rap name be? Like if you're a rapper, what would my rap name be? And he gave me the like name Forbidden Kitten because I'm obsessed with kittens, and everyone already kind of called me Kitten at the time because I started raving super young, so like my rave name was kind of Kitten. Not kind of, I don't know why I said kind of. Everyone just called me Kitten when I started raving. You know, I was like forbidden to him because like we were best friends, but he had a crush on me, but I didn't like him back and he couldn't have me, so Forbidden Kitten. I thought it would be funny to make it my MySpace name. After that, all this like social media networks like just blew up, and I started making accounts and I never knew what to make my username, so I was like, oh, I'll just make it Forbidden Kitten. And the name stuck, and fast forward, here we are. I am Forbidden Kitten, and Forbidden Kitten just, it should just be like my legal name at this point. Prince turned his name into a symbol. Why can't I just be legally named Forbidden Kitten? Hi, Grandma! Come say hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
No, don't say hi, Grandma. Come say hello.
Hi, how are you?
Grandma, nobody can see you.
Nobody see me? Okay.
Yeah, say, no, Grandma, they still can't see you.
I'm an old lady. If I go down, I don't able to stand up. I need somebody push me up.
Okay, say hi, Grandma.
Hi, how are you? I love you.
I love you too, Grandma.
Okay.
Say, I love the Kitten fam.
I love the Kitten fam.
No, the Kitten fam.
The Kitten fam?
Kitten.
Kitten.
I love the Kitten fam.
I love the Kitten fam. I'm Italian. That's why I have an accent, chica.
Do you want me to help you up, Grandma?
No,
Are you okay?
I did. I need a guy to help me to push me up.
Nope, I am not in the closet.
Okay.
I am not a lesbian, Grandma. But I love those that are in the closet, you know, and I hope you have the strength to come out of the closet one day. If Hogwarts were real, Hogwarts is real. I believe that I never like got my letter. I think I got lost somewhere. No hard feeling. I mean, okay, a little bit of hard feelings. You know, I'm a little upset. Like, you guys could have tried a little harder for my letter to get to me. Like, I cried on my 11th birthday, but it's totally cool. It's totally fine. What house would I be in? Well, I mean, if my pop socket doesn't already answer that for you. Yeah, Slytherin. Don't get me started on fucking Harry Potter. I will go on for days. Do I have any weird hobbies? I don't know if this is weird or what. but, or if you can call this a hobby, but I have this thing where I will want to visit every single state. I'm currently at like 20 plus states. I hope to finish that soon. And I guess another weird hobby of mine would be, I love to collect t-shirts and sweaters from different universities and colleges. My favorite, it's just like if I'm in that state and I will go thrifting. Washington and like Idaho have especially the best thrift stores. I always find like the best flannels there, and I've gotten some cool ass vintage university tees there. I mean, I've got some cool ass university tees that y'all have sent me. You know who you are. You freaking rock. Why did you dye your hair purple even though you don't even like the color purple? Well, I mean, I like the color purple. So my favorite color is yellow. There was a point in my life when I was little I used to say that my favorite color was purple, but just because it was my mom's favorite color and I like wanted to have something in common with my mom, so I'd be like, my favorite color is purple too. Like, no way. I dyed my hair purple because I wanted something to help me like stand out, whatever. I was just sitting in the chair and I was like, I kept thinking about dyeing a color, and then I just looked at my hairdresser and I was like, you know what, dye it purple, do it, just go, just do it. I picked purple because at the time nobody had their hair dyed purple. They like, you know, were doing like blue and pink. Second off, honestly, it's because if you dye your hair like blue, it fades out ugly. If you dye your hair pink, it fades out ugly. Like, green reminds me of freaking Cosmo from Cosmo and Wanda. I knew if I dyed my hair purple, once it would fade out, I would just fade out to like a silvery tone. Like now, this is what it looks like faded out, and as you can see, it has got that like silvery tone to it. Honestly, like, purple has become like a part of my life. Like, I am purple. Like, purple is part of my brand. Purple is part of the ForbiddenKitten brand. How old were you when you went to your first rave? I was 14. So I've been raving for basically 10 plus years. My first event was Winter Fresh 2008. That's when the rave scene was good, and I say that and my mom laughs because actually my mom used to rave. So she's like, you thought that rave scene was good, you should have seen the scene that I grew up with. And it's like, damn, like, I fucking wish I could. Oh, I just answered a question that was on here and I didn't even know. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I actually really hate that expression. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, why would you even want to kill a bird? What's my favorite color? I already answered that. It's yellow. Yellow. What's an embarrassing song I know all the words to? I wouldn't call it embarrassing, but rap every single word to the song Stan by Eminem. I know every single fucking word. Sorry for cursing, but you know what? If you didn't already know I like to fucking curse, then, you know, where the fuck have you been? Because I love the F word. No censorship here. Don't like it? Leave, motherfucker. This one's really fucking random. Do I know a hoarder? Yeah, I do. Me. I am a hoarder when it comes to clothes. Let me tell you. Lately, I've been cleaning out my closet. Another Eminem reference. I keep trying to make room for all my clothes and I still haven't been able to, and I've already made like 4 or 5 trips to the Goodwill. I love my t-shirt collection. Literally my closet looks like a boy's closet. How come you decided to have a cat with no fur instead of a normal one? What? My cat is normal. Okay, Dobby is normal. I am so glad he's not in here right now because, like, how could you hurt his feelings like that? He's called the Sphinx. It's a breed. They're a hairless cat. I love my baby. He's the best, honestly. Hairless cats are the most loving type of cat you could have. They're hypoallergenic. He has like the personality of a dog / human and jumps around like a monkey. It's like amazing because I get the best of both worlds. Because he has the personality of a dog, but he's a cat, loves to cuddle, and he loves In-N-Out patties and Chick-fil-A fries, and I love him. Why is your cat's name Dobby? Well, I mean, as stated previously, I could talk about Harry Potter for days, which means I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. I love Dobby the house elf. And when I got him and he was a itty bitty tiny little baby, he looked like Dobby to me, so I named him Dobby. Which, random fact, I wish I can get a dark hairless cat so bad so I can name him Yoda, because I'm a huge Star Wars geek. Talking about t-shirt collections, I have like 17 Star Wars tees. Another question about Dobby. What is Dobby's middle name? Well, Dobby's middle name is Donnie Danny DeVito. So his name is Dobby Donnie Daddy it's like a tongue twister. Dobby Donnie Danny DeVito. The name Donnie came from when we first got Dobby. Me and Jess would text about him. It would like autocorrect Dobby to Donnie, so we would sometimes just call him Donnie. And then Danny DeVito came from like we always like yell at him, hey, get out of there. Jess was like, when I yell at him like that, it reminds me of Damien from Mean Girls when he's like, Danny DeVito, I love your work. So Dobby's full name is Dobby Donnie Danny DeVito. Oh no! I didn't spill it. It's fine. It's okay, guys. Aha! If you were a food, what would you be?
3 hours later.
If I were a food, what would I be?
3 weeks later.
You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one and come back to it, because as someone who struggles with anxiety, I love it when other people are so open about it. So what are some of your methods for coping and dealing with anxiety? One of my big things is breathing techniques. I have this thing, well, I tend to do a lot of like little OCD things to help calm down my anxiety. People technically wouldn't consider it healthy or normal. Like, come on, what is normal? I really have this weird thing with like the number 5, but this has always helped me. I always take 5 deep breaths for 5 seconds. So like, you know, take a deep breath, hold it for 5 seconds, let it out, and I do that, you know, 5 times. It really just depends on what kind of anxiety I'm having. There's so many different types of anxiety. Like, you can wake up in the morning with anxiety. An event or something can happen to you and you can get anxiety about it. Or it'll just creep up on you during the day and no reason. Or it could be like anxiety related to PTSD. Or you could be thinking about something in the future. Or you can just start having random like negative thoughts, or like you can start thinking about your phobias randomly and them happening to you. So I've had this stuffed animal since I was little. In high school is when I got diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, and like this stuffed animal like always brought me comfort and would always like make me feel better. I still have him. I'm gonna grab the little guy. Well, his name is Rico. Everyone's say hi to Rico. It's my baby. This little guy always brought me comfort because I thought about like when I first got him and like, you know, just all the good times that I had with him when I was little. And I would literally take him with me to school. Like he'd always be with me. I'd take him like everywhere I went. So I've even taken him to a rave. I know it's like silly, but like if there's something that you had that like brings you comfort that you can associate with like good times. Sometimes when I have anxiety, I hold on to him and he makes me feel better. My grandmother's like my world. She's my rock. But talking to her, just texting her and getting distracted by her like silliness makes me feel better. Putting on that song that like will bring back a good memory, or that song that like chills you out and mellows you out. I mean, I'm still personally learning how to cope with my anxiety. Anxiety is a journey. It's a mental illness, but it's also a journey, and it's something that makes you and who you are. And it's something that you're gonna live with for the rest of your life, and you're gonna be learning how to cope with it for the rest of your life. Depending on where you are in your life is like the way you'll cope with it. I don't carry this little guy around with me everywhere. I mean, I do take him with me in my backpack when I play shows, because that's when I get super nervous. But like, I don't take him everywhere with me anymore like I did in high school. Like, that was something that really helped me in high school. Like, if I start getting anxiety at an event, well, you know, this is one of the reasons why a lot of my friends call me the mom, or they'll call me Mama Kitten. The way I get rid of my anxiety, or I help myself with my anxiety, is by finding someone that's in need and I see that they need help, and I go and I help them out. And by distracting myself by helping somebody else out, you know, I calm myself down. And I don't want to go too deep into it in this video, because I can really just go down the rabbit hole of different ways to cope, and that's a big thing that I'm talking about in like my comeback to YouTube video. I don't want to like be repeating myself. Watch that video to know all about my anxiety and my kookiness. Those are little things I can tell you now. I'd assume you deal with a lot of haters and jealousy / envy. How do you deal with it, especially with other females? I feel like I never can keep any girlfriends because they become insecure around me, and it bothers me so much. Can't wait to hear your answer to this. Thank you. All right, well, Gangsta Kitty, first of all, I love your name. Second of all, girl, you got a girlfriend and me. We are now officially girlfriends. We are friends, and don't worry, I ain't going nowhere. I will be around for life. I will always be your girl. You ever need someone to talk to or anything, tell you that shirt is ugly, don't buy those pants, or buy that damn fucking sweat, or whatever, I'm here for you, girl. How do I deal with jealousy from other females? How do I deal with it? By not having any female friends. I've never really have gone along with females, to be honest. I've always been a tomboy. I've always hung out with the boys. All my friends have always been dudes. Everything I've always liked to do has been very male oriented, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I was such a tomboy, my mom was like, no. So she put me in gymnastics and cheerleading. Was always into like skateboarding, snowboarding, and this and that. There has been that jealousy of girls, like, you know, being bitches to me because I get along so great with the guys. There's a lot of female haters. I mean, there's a lot of haters in general, and how I deal with it is just, I don't give them the time of day. I know, like, that's such a symbol, like, whatever, but when someone hates on me, I say thank you, because it just means that they have me on their mind. So thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for taking time out of your day to, you know, spend on me. Bad publicity is still publicity. So hate on me all you want, but like, I'm still here doing me, living my life. Like, your words aren't gonna bring me down. Don't you bring me down today, no matter what they do, no matter what they say. Remember Christina Aguilera, girl. Like, you are beautiful no matter what they say. But really, like, seriously, like, haters, like, I always try to find the positive in whatever negative comment is said about me. And I just remember that people that hate on you is because they're unhappy with themselves. If they are hating on something about you, 99.9% of the time, it's because they're jealous of that trait. Someone can call you fat, but it could be that they're jealous that, you know, their body doesn't look like yours. It's just they're jealous that they're, you know, that they see that you're doing well and like manifesting all this stuff for yourself, and you live on your own in Hollywood. That's my scenario. And they're fucking jealous that they're still living at home in their mommy's fucking basement. People only hate because most of the time they wish they had that in their life. But anyways, girl, you got a friend in me always. My eye is twitching. Whoa, like, talk about stress. So when can we get you to come play here in Ohio? There's a few festivals you could play too instead of clubs. Hopefully soon. I just put my hair in my mouth. I will come play Ohio as soon as somebody will book me for fucking Ohio. I am emailing my mixes to a ton of different places and clubs and people and whatnot, and it's hard, but hopefully I get to play Ohio freaking soon. Hope I get to play a lot of places soon. I am pushing extra hard for Ohio. Sorry, baby. I didn't mean to strangle you there. I just got really excited. How did you meet / become connected with Alice in Wonderland? So, this is a pretty lengthy story. I've been following Allison. Okay, well, Allison's real name is Alex. So, I'm going to be saying Alex from now on. I've been following Alex since she was White Fang. On like SoundCloud and whatnot. I've been following Alex since she was White Fang on like SoundCloud and whatnot. Before she even played Coachella, I became friends with Don's Peter. This is about the time like I was still at university, unhappy, and I was still trying to decide if I wanted to like, you know, leave and go to Icon and pursue music like 100%, you know, all in. Peter was, you know, like trying to like amp me up to do it and like, you know, just give me the motivation, and was talking to me about Alex and whatnot. He knew I like had looked up to her. So I saw her at Coachella for the, you know, that was just her first like real American show, and then I went like saw her right after like a month later in May at the El Rey by myself. Just, you know, I started going to every single show I had the opportunity of going to. It got to the point where it kind of like became a hashtag on Twitter where a bunch of people were like, get Forbidden Kitten to meet Alice in Wonderland kind of thing, because I was like such a mega fangirl. For one of her tours, I ended up going out to Tampa. We were like exchanging DMs and like had planned on like finally meeting her after that show, but she had gotten really sick. She had like had like food poisoning or something or whatnot. She was like sick. A couple months later, July 2016, Nightmare and Slander did the very first Good Vibrations show over at the Palladium. So Slander has like that remix, that You Don't Know remix, and they brought out Allison for, you know, while they dropped her remix. I know Scott and Derek, the Slander boys, and I know Tyler, Nightmare, from Icon. After the show, me and my friend Jane went backstage to like the green room area. Then we're like hanging out in a little closed off, like fenced off part of the parking lot, like behind the Palladium. And like I didn't even think anything of it. She was like literally like right there, like, hey, I just realized, Peter, you're not watching this, but motherfucker, you still owe me that photo from when I very first met Alex. I was talking to my friend Jane and looking over and like seeing her, and I was frozen. Oh my god, like I don't even know what to do, function. And I remember like she like kind of like came up to me because she realized I'm a big socially awkward person, and that's the reason why I love her so much, because she's just as socially awkward as me. Got to meet her finally, talked a bit and talked about music and whatnot. After that, it's history, I guess. I'm very thankful that she's such a sweet, down-to-earth person and like one of the realest people ever. I went out to EDC Orlando by myself, and you know, she made me feel so welcomed and just let me like hang out with her, and we, you know, totally fangirl to Arl Grime together and just had the best time ever. That was like November. Then January of last year, I went through some really hard, like fucked up shit. She literally like kind of saved my life at this point. You know, she told me, just come out to audio, we'll have girl time after. And I went through one of the most hardest things I've ever been through in my life last year, and I like had nobody to lean on through the whole process except for her. She was the only person that was there for me 100%. Listened and read every long, obnoxious, whatever text I had sent her. She even like cheered me up by like ordering me pizza and stuff like after her show. Tried to make me laugh, and we had like a sleepover or whatever. If it wasn't for being so kind to me like, it was January 17th, I remember it perfectly. If she wouldn't have been so sweet to me that night and really cared about my anxiety, and I'm gonna get all emotional. Like, if she didn't make, like, my well-being a priority that night and just made me feel like as if we had been friends for years and just listened to me talk and just let me get out everything I needed to, and, you know, backed me up and just, like, if she wouldn't have been like my backbone and my strength and put pressure on to people and telling them, like, you know, what the fuck, like, be there for your fucking friend, whatever. If she wouldn't have done that for me, like, honestly, I would have gone mentally insane, and I probably wouldn't be here right now. So, like, Alex, I freaking love you. Like, and I say you saved my life, I sincerely mean it. Like, girl, you don't even know. I've seen her 25 times live, and I can see her another 25,000 more, and I will never get tired. I'm gonna shut up before I get, like, super emotional. Yeah. Do you think electronic Italo disco music from the 80s is influenced by the mid-60s Yugoslavian synth music? I sometimes find similarities. I would be able to answer this question if I knew what the fuck you were talking about, but I don't. Yeah. Let's go with, yeah, I find similarities too, dude. What got you into music? Better yet, what made you want to start producing music? Why or how did you get into DJing? I think you mean what got me into, like, electronic music, maybe? So I'll just answer that. My mom used to rave. I remember when I was 9, one day she was picking me up from school, and it was a time where, like, they had trance volume, whatever, like pop music volume 12. And Adagio for Strings by Ttyl was playing. And I remember, like, hearing that song. I was like, hey mom, play it again. And she, like, played it again, and she, like, looked at me like, what the hell, like, you know, like, I'm asking her to play the song again. And then I kept, like, asking her to play it again and again and again, to the point where she got so fucking annoyed with me that she like came into my room, handed me the CD, handed me like a Walkman. People that had CD players, I'm sure you remember, like, Sony had, like, that red CD player with, like, the 3 blue circles on it. Handed me one of those and was like, you're only allowed to listen to this, like, on here. If I hear that song one more time, like, you're grounded. And I've never been grounded ever in my life. I was never grounded because I was a good child. Yeah, right. I got away with a lot of stuff that my mommy knows now. But yeah, I was a great child. That's when I fell in love with electronic music. I'd always be the one, like, picking the music at, like, parties and pre-parties and after parties or whatever, and my friends would always joke around that I should DJ. A friend of mine actually taught me, like, how to mix. I love education. I love learning, but I think the school system is a fucking joke. And I was going to a private university. I was actually going to the University of Laverne. I was not happy. I was doing it more, like, kind of for my mom kind of thing. I had a friend at the time going to Icon, and, like, he was always telling me, like, how I should, like, you could check out the school. And I had friends that worked at Icon, and, like, one day I was in one of my classes, one of my film classes, and, like, the teacher said something, and, like, I was like, no, I corrected him, and I actually was, like, talking to the class for, like, 15 minutes, and then after that I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Walked out, called Icon, and was like, look, I want to set up an interview. I just submitted my application. Literally, it's just, like, it was, like, an impulse thing, and sometimes I can be a little too impulsive, but it was a good fucking impulse, and I'm glad I did it. What made you want to start producing? I love music, and I've always, like, have beats in my head and whatnot. Like, if you go through my voice recording, my voice memos, I just have a bunch of little melodies I've always, like, on there. And, you know, I love electronic music, and I love the feeling it conveys and, like, gives me, and I want to give that feeling to someone else. Like, house music saved my life. Like, there's so many songs, like, I listen to, and, like, I get emotional and I start crying because it got me through a shitty period of my life, and I want to be able to give that feeling to somebody else. Like, if I can touch at least just one life with my music, I'm fucking happy. Like, I'm good. I'm done. How many pairs of platforms do you own? I have no fucking idea. A lot. Let's go count. 18, and that's not including my stacks. And I have like, and like demonias. Well, guesstimation with including those, let's say 23, but honestly there's probably more platforms in my closet somewhere. So let's just guess around like 23, 25, but who, yeah. Do all your tattoos have a meaning? If so, what are they and how many do you have? Yes, every single one of my tattoos has a meaning. I don't understand people that like just get a tattoo to get a tattoo because they think they're cool or whatever the fuck. If I like went and explained the meaning behind all my tattoos right now, it would just be way too fucking long. Maybe I will make a video just about my tattoos. And how many tattoos do I have? I don't know, let's see. I want to say 25 tattoos. What's up with the number 25 today? I'm about to be 25. Oh my god, I'm gonna be a quarter century fucking old. Is there such a thing as a quarter life crisis? Because I think I'm having one. Oh my god. Any advice for new festival goers or ravers that might not have many friends that are into the scene as well? My advice is, like, if you don't really have friends that are in the scene, like, who gives a shit? If there's a festival you want to go to and you have no one to go with, fucking still go. Because you know what? Once you get there, I bet you within 30 minutes you will end up having like 10 friends, and they're obviously all into the scene, so there you go. Problem solved. Honestly, some of my best experiences at festivals and favorite memories have been times that I've gone to a festival alone. Go with an open mind always to festivals, and just trust me, soon enough you won't be like, oh, I don't really have friends that are in the scene. Soon enough you will have a shit ton of friends that are in the scene, especially if you go and join EDM Twitter. Everyone's connected somehow on EDM Twitter, and you will fucking make a lot of friends. And EDM Twitter is so loving, and I fucking love Twitter. Twitter's like the only social media platform that has like stayed the same over the years. Like, shout out Twitter for being the real homie since 2009. What is the dumbest thing you've done that made you think, wow, I should have listened to my parents after all? Not tying my shoelaces. That's how I broke my arm and ended up having to get 2 surgeries. Yeah, I have 2 plates and 13 screws in my arm. And I was walking down a staircase, and I was like, and I saw that my shoelace was untied. And I was like, oh, I'll tie when I'm at the end of the staircase. Yeah, when I reached the end of the staircase, it's because I tumbled down the stairs and fucking ate shit and broke my arm. And moral of the story, kids, always fucking tie your shoes. Trust me. Something most people wouldn't know about me. I love to volunteer. I used to volunteer at the animal shelter. I used to volunteer at the retirement home. My mom yelled at me, made me stop volunteering at the animal shelter because every Saturday I would come home crying. I love volunteering. It feels good. And I mean, that's another way to relieve stress and anxiety. It's just, you know, by helping others. What's one of the worst things you've done? I mean, it's not really like a bad thing. Okay, so I stole a cat from the animal shelter, but like it was like a good deed, okay? So the animal shelter, like aisle 5 was the aisle of animals where like if they didn't get adopted within 3 days, like there was a cat, and I like, you know, got kind of a little attached to it, and for some reason it wasn't getting adopted. They were saying how they were gonna move it over to aisle 5. So like at the end of my shift, it was a time where like tote bags were in. I think I had like it was like a gray under oath tote bag. Like, yeah, I told you I was really seen and whatever. I grabbed the cat and I put him in my bag and I left. And I remember getting a phone call like, hey, like we saw you were volunteering today. Like, do you know anything that happened with like cat and cage, whatever. And I was like, no. But little did they know that there was actually like pictures of the cat all over my Facebook, and within 2 days I found it a home. What's something really weird you enjoy that others dislike or would find odd? Obviously, I mean, people don't like to cry. In a weird way, I guess you can say I like to cry. Like, I will watch sad movies on purpose because I know they will make me cry just so I can cry. I don't know, I feel like everyone needs a good cry every once in a while. Like, if you don't like get out those emotions, like they'll be bottled up, and it's not good to bottle up emotions. And that can lead me to what movie has made you cry most? But honestly, the thing that's made me cry most on TV is not a fucking movie. It's actually a commercial. It's a freaking Budweiser commercial. Is it Budweiser or is it Bud Light? Let's say fucking Budweiser for the hell of it. It's a fucking Budweiser commercial. It's like to, you know, promote like no drinking and driving, and I know it was played first during like a Super Bowl a couple years ago. It shows like the dog, like since he's a puppy with his owner, and like they just have the cutest little relationship. So heart-wrenching. Like I'm gonna put the link to it like down there. Like it's just so fucked. They fuck with you and they make you think that like the dog is just left there and like the owner's never gonna come back for him because like he died from drinking and driving. But then like it's all happy at the end and he comes back and it's like basically saying how he was responsible and didn't drink and drive, and the dog can still have his owner. And like I'm getting teary-eyed just talking about it. I'm an emotional freak. All movies fucking make me cry equally like a baby, but that commercial fucking got me good. And last question, we can go back to the freaking, if I were a food, what would I be? I think I would be maybe funfetti cake, because on the outside it just looks like a normal cake, but then you like cut in to the cake and it's like, whoa, funfetti! It's all colorful and like crazy and fun. A lot of people wouldn't really know that. On the outside, I'm just a big socially awkward blob that just looks boring and normal like any other cake. That was fun. That took a while. I'm pretty sure you can see the light change. It went from like natural light to these ugly fucking hospital lights that are in my bedroom. They hurt my eyeball. Whoa, I just stared at it for way too long and I'm seeing stars. That was kitten Q&A time, and as always, I talk too much. I don't know what this dance move is. As always, play with fairies, ride a unicorn, and swim with mermaids. Bye, guys. Totally unrelated, but like, whew, my eyebrows are so much better. Like, what were those fucking eyebrows in my old videos? Like, I fixed these motherfuckers. There you go. That's an answer to how to handle haters. People used to hate on my eyebrows, but at the time, I fucking loved them. And yeah, my eyebrows are so much better now. Like, girl, eyebrows on fleek. And at the time, I loved them. And yeah, now I changed them, but I changed them because I wanted to change them. And I wanted to change, and not because somebody else was talking shit. All those people were talking shit about my eyebrows, but I still continued to keep my eyebrows how I love them. And now I love them like this, and now I love them, and people can hate on them now like this, and whatever. But, you know, own whatever you got, girl. Own it. Yeah. I don't know why I got ghetto there, but I did.